Okay. All right. There we go. Oh my gosh. This is my first time ever going live on Facebook. Ever. So it took a while, and I don't even know if I'm doing this correctly, but I'm going to also be live streaming on Instagram. So I'm going to start that video right now, and hopefully this all works out the way I want it to. Okay. Okay, we are live. We are live in two places, and I got the filter going on Instagram, so I look completely different in both places. Welcome, 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 welcome to Manifest the Shit out of 2023. This is the third year I am holding this challenge, and hello everyone who's joining. We're a little late. I'm on Facebook also. So I'm going to be moving my head a lot. I have never done it in two places before. So bear with me. Can everyone hear me? Just a thumbs up or a yes? Good. Okay. Welcome. Welcome again to Manifest the Shit out of 2023. We are on day one, and I have not gone live in a long time. I've been on a break. Hi, Kim. Thank you. Thank you. I've been on a break from Instagram since December 9th. I have a date. I have a date on it. Instagram was bringing me down for a while, and if you guys saw the email earlier, I strongly suggest taking breaks from things that are draining you. And if you can, right? We can't always take breaks from certain things, but if you can, take breaks from things that are draining you. It might sound silly, like it's social media, it's Instagram, but taking that break has made me a much happier person. So this is my first live in a while. I'm going to be looking in both places. I'm getting very confused. So bear with me and welcome. Hi, welcome. Welcome to day one. So I have been running this challenge for 3 years now. We started in 2020, and at the time, it was just something I was doing for my Instagram audience to ring in the new year. And at the time, I was like half working in my financial career still. So I wasn't really fully in my business yet. This year is the first year that I am really in my business, in my purpose, and this year, the challenge is very, very special. I actually took almost a year-long break from my business to heal my life even further. There was still a lot more to heal. And I am such a transformed person now, and I see in all of you every single day that you are rising up. You're taking that call. You're listening to your soul. You're letting your soul guide you. You are on a path for a much better purpose, because we are on this planet to actually enjoy our time here, right? That's the goal. We want to enjoy our life and love our life. And I teach what I teach. I teach manifestation and spiritual healing because it has radically changed my life in the most beautiful ways. And to be able to give that to all of you is the greatest gift I can ever think of. So I'm very excited to be here this year. I'm so excited that all of you are here this year, 2023. And today we're going to be talking about setting the framework for the coming year. Okay, we want to set strong intentions, and what happens a lot is that we set those intentions and we start the year off really strong, and then we fizzle out, right? If you're anything like me, I buy my planner every year. I get so excited. I want my new planner, right? I want to write everything in the planner. I'm just like so excited. I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to do this. I'm going to repeat my affirmations all day. And I get really excited about it at the beginning of January. And then I kind of just topple off. So if that's you, that's okay. Because what I'm going to teach you is going to help you set strong intentions for this year, and intentions that you're going to stick with, intentions that are really aligned with your calling in life, the purpose of your soul, and it's going to help you learn how to tap into that calling and let your soul guide you along the way. Okay, hello everybody, welcome. So, I'm very confused. I keep popping on Facebook, popping on Instagram. Anyone who's going to be on the recording, I hope my head's not bobbling around too much. Okay, so we are talking about setting these powerful intentions, and again, we get stuck. We don't stick with them, right? Every year, even I roll my eyes too. Oh, what's your big New Year's resolution? Like, okay, you know, like that's the big question that all the newscasters ask. So like even yesterday, after watching the football games, they were interviewing Bill Belichick, and he just rolled his eyes. You know, if you guys know Bill Belichick, you know how he is. But like, come on, New Year's resolutions. All right, okay. No, we're not setting resolutions. We are setting strong, sacred intentions. Intentions for what we truly want to receive. Intentions for what is ours already, right? Everything that we dream up, the moment you dream something up, it's already yours. And I love to say it like this. Think about it like this. The moment you dream up a desire, it has already been created in another reality, okay? Think about it like parallel realities. Your desire, that timeline was already created somewhere else. And your job is to match the energy of the you in that timeline so you can start attracting that to you, so you can start becoming that version of yourself. So you can step into that timeline and manifest everything you want, everything you desire. It's already yours. So think about it that way, okay? So one reason, no, the biggest reason, this is the reason we got stuck when we're at the beginning of the year, we're setting our intentions, and we're thinking about all the beautiful goals and dreams that we have, we get stuck because we don't stick with doing the work, okay? I do it too, like my planner, right? I write everything down, I write everything that I want to do, and then we tend to fizzle out. We might go to the gym 3, 4, 5 days, the first 2 weeks, and then we fizzle out. And a big reason for this is because we're not sticking to the work. We're not doing the work. Okay, so what does the work mean? The work is absolutely anything that you do each day that brings you closer to your desired reality. Okay, the work could be meditation. The work could be journaling. The work can be 5, 10, 15 minutes. It can be an hour. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's one thing, a few simple things to get you closer to your desired reality. I always say small, consistent steps bring you your greatest results. And that's the truth in everything. Sometimes it's really hard to get past that first few weeks, right? It's hard, and we're changing, we're growing, we're expanding into a new version of ourselves. It's hard. It's like growing pains, right? It's gotta be a little hard, and when it is a little hard, that means that it's working. And sometimes it's a little tough to set down the foundation in the first week, the first 2 weeks, but once you get past that point, doing the work will become like second nature to you. Because this is now your new reality where you show up for yourself every single day to do the work that's going to get you closer and closer to everything you desire in life, okay? The work can be your affirmations each day. The work can be going outside and taking mindful moments by breathing in the fresh air. The work can be going to a yoga class. It could be anything, but the point is that you do it. Now, when I fell off the most, I've been doing this stuff for over 10 years. So if you guys are new here, I have been studying manifestation, spiritual healing. I have been on a healing journey for over 10 years, and it was not always easy. So anytime you guys are feeling stuck, if you feel like it's not working, stick with it. That is the one piece of advice I hope you take from this. Stick with it. There have been times when I look back, I see that I was not successful because I quit. I wasn't sticking with the work. I wasn't doing something. I would stop, right? I would stop completely. And this doesn't mean like, okay, well, you know, what if I don't have time one day? Is that okay? That's okay. As long as you're doing something consistently, right? Maybe consistently is 3 days a week for you. Whatever it is, you're doing something consistently to bring you closer to your desired reality, everything you deserve. So when I noticed the points where I fell off, it was when I wasn't doing the work. I wasn't sinking into a routine. I was going months. It wasn't even weeks, it was months. I was going months without doing anything at all. And then when I got back into it, which was multiple times across my journey, right? Over 10 years, it was multiple times. I would have to jump back into it. I would jump back in. When I was the most successful, I would jump back in and I would be doing something every day, every few days. I would be doing something. I would get the wheels turning, right? I'd be moving in the direction of where I wanted to go. That's what's so important about this. And then the other thing I want to say about that, congratulate yourself for what you are doing. Even if you are just taking a few minutes a day to breathe in the fresh air outside, congratulate yourself for it, you know? Say to yourself, wow, I am showing up today for myself and I am doing the work. So a lot of people, a lot of times ask me what the work is. That's what the work is. The work is literally anything that is going to get you closer to the reality that you desire. It's also up to you. It's what works for you. Okay? So, hi everybody on Facebook. I keep hopping back and forth, so this is gonna be an interesting replay. Okay, I am so dumb when it comes to Facebook. I don't know why. It was like the first social media that I was on. They make it confusing, okay? This is not an easy interface. Like, I can't just go live. I had to do all these things. Yeah. So I apologize in advance for bopping my head around. How is everybody today? Hi. Welcome. Okay. So, small consistent steps bringing your greatest results. And okay, another reason that we do not follow through with our intentions in the new year is because we're not following our true desires. We're not following our soul's path. We are not setting intentions or intending for a reality that we truly want. So sometimes when we do set intentions and we make goals, we set goals, it's not because it's something that we want, it's because we think we want it. Okay, so let's say, for example, actually not let's say, I am telling you, for example, I had manifested my dream career at the time in finance, okay? I know a lot of you have heard about this story already. At the time, it was my dream career, and I manifested it. Like, I manifested it beautifully. I wrote down everything I wanted out of a career. I was on a 3-day workshop with my coach at the time. I went to Denver. I came home, and this opportunity was presented to me, and it was literally everything I wrote down, like everything. So I manifested it. It was my dream career, and I manifested it because I thought that I needed a career. That's what I thought I needed at the time. I was a few years out of college. I was very lost. I was going through a lot. And to me, I needed a career. I needed to do something. I see all of my peers having career, right? Career, that big word, so important. I went to college. I'm not doing anything with my degree. I need a career. Well, that wasn't really my desire. And I realized that a lot later. So that career in finance, it didn't work out. It really didn't work out at all, and I thought that I was failing. I thought that I was doing something wrong all the time. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? It wasn't working out because it wasn't truly my desire. It wasn't my desire. It was society's, right? Get a job, go to school, get a job, get a good job, get a white-collar job in finance. I got to wear suits. I thought that's what I wanted. It wasn't my desire. So the very first thing that I really want you to understand about setting intentions and setting goals for the new year, you need to really ask yourself, is this desire really mine? What are you going after? What are your dreams? Is it yours? Is it society's? Is it your parents, your spouse? Is it because you see other people having it, so maybe you think that that's what you also need to have? It's really powerful when we ask ourselves these questions, because most often people don't. Most often people do not ask themselves these questions. And that's a very important point. When you are on this path of deliberate creation, right? We're creating our reality deliberately on purpose. When you're on this path, you get yourself off of autopilot. You're not just going with the flow anymore. You are asking yourself the powerful questions like this. This is a powerful question. Is this desire really mine? And oftentimes in life, when things aren't working out for us, might be because that desire is not aligned with you, your essence, your soul. So you need to be asking yourself these things. And if that desire isn't yours, that's okay too. It's okay, right? This is part of the journey. Part of the journey is discovering these things and uncovering these things and understanding these things. Congratulate yourself for every single step of the way, even if it's just the realization that your desire ain't yours, okay? So another reason that we don't manifest our intentions, that we're not achieving our goals whenever we set them in the new year, we fizzle out, it's because we don't feel worthy, right? We don't feel worthy of manifesting what we truly desire. So number one, we manifest, or we think about manifesting, we intend to manifest what we think we desire, like the career and finance. Or we don't truly let ourselves dream. You gotta let yourself dream, and dream big. That's why the first thing, if you're in my world, one of the first exercises I will give you is the be, do, and have list. If you don't have it, send me a DM, I'll send it to you. The be, do, and have list is so amazing because it allows you to dream. It gets your mind going. It lets your mind understand that there are so many possibilities out there that are waiting for you, And it's a beautiful tool, and there's a reason. I do the same thing all the time for a reason, okay, guys? There's a rhyme and reason to the things that I do. Sometimes, not all the time. I give you that exercise because you are starting to expand your mind to see all those possibilities, because they are out there. And when we don't allow ourselves to dream, you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're not walking in line, in tune with the calling of your soul, right? That's why we're here. We're here to learn. We're here to grow. We're here to expand. We're here to enjoy this life. This short time that we're here on this planet, let's try to enjoy it, okay? So we're going to be talking a lot more about worthiness tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to dive deep into limiting belief work and spiritual healing. But just know, it's okay. It's all right if you don't feel worthy. We've all been there. And you're going to be there at different points also. You need to just congratulate yourself for every small step that you're taking. So everybody who's joining, hello, welcome to Manifest the Shit out of 2023. I'll be going live every day this week, Monday through Friday, at 4 p.m. Today was a little later, at 4 p.m. Hi, Meredith. Meredith commented. My cousin. I love you, Meredith. Okay, I'm going back and forth between Facebook and Instagram. So let's keep going. I'm going to get into my group. There we go. All right. So another thing you need to do to stick with these intentions, to stick with these goals, you need to gain clarity around your desires. You need to figure out what you really want to manifest in life. Sometimes we don't know. If you don't know, and if you're not clear, can you leave a comment? You could just raise your hand. I think you could wave. Just leave a comment. If you're not clear about what you really want, I want to know where we're all standing right now. Because a lot of times people will come to me when we work in a one-on-one capacity, and they say, well, I know I want something better for my life, but I don't know what it is. Kim, that was me. Kim's the best. I'm gonna talk about how you are always asking the most brilliant questions. I actually added that into my notes. So Kim asks amazing questions, and I wanted to say to you guys, we need to ask questions. We need to ask ourselves questions. We need to ask our teachers questions. We need to ask questions in life. And I know a lot of times we might feel scared to, or we might feel, oh, this sounds silly, this sounds dumb. There really is never a dumb question, ever. So please always ask questions, because that's what's going to get you further and further in life, okay? Yes. So, where I was, I didn't really know what I wanted. A lot of people come to me, I don't know what I want something better, or I don't know what I want to do, right? Okay, so we live in this 3D reality, this earth, where we need to make money, right? Gotta do it. We have to do it. It's part of our reality. And we attach everything to it, right? We need to make money. Once I make money, I'll be happy. Once I have everlasting freedom and abundance, I'll be happy. Once I have that career, I'll be happy. So oftentimes a lot of people start with that. That's how I started in manifestation. I started with a simple Google search, how to make money fast, and manifest money came up. This is over 10 years ago. I just love that. I always love that story. So I didn't know what I wanted. I was lost. I was so lost, and I had a lot of healing to do. Which I didn't realize at the time. So when I first started to get into manifestation, I thought that I just wanted money or a career, because I thought career would lead to money, right? I want a career because I want money. Simple. That's what I thought I wanted. I didn't know what the career would be. I thought at the time I wanted to be a blogger. I think I was looking up, like, how do I make money being a blogger? I wanted to do fashion and beauty. I know a lot of you on Instagram are here because of my old days in the fashion and beauty blogging thing, which I'm so grateful you are, because I made so many amazing friends. But I just was all over the place. I had no idea. And when I was learning about manifestation, a lot of people would always say you need to be specific. Got to be specific. You need to be really specific to manifest what you want. Okay, while being specific will help you very much, okay? When you're really specific, you can manifest things perhaps easier, but people drag themselves down because they can't get specific. Dragging yourself down is going to hurt you more than not being specific, okay? So when you don't really know what you want, what you need to do instead, take out your journal, take notes right now, or go to the replay. You instead need to think about what you want out of your life, out of a career, right? For me, for example, I wanted out of a career, I wanted freedom, I wanted to help people, I wanted an unlimited amount of money. Like, I could make any amount of money. There was no cap on my salary. I knew those were the things I wanted. And when I manifested that career in finance, all of those things were true. I was on a commissions basis. There was no cap on the amount of money. I was helping people. I was selling life insurance, helping people. So all of those things became true, but I had no idea my career at the time would be in finance. So another really important point here is that you need to make sure you keep your mind open to how things will manifest. I didn't think that my career would manifest as a career in finance. I'm horrible with numbers, like awful, so bad. And it just, like, I never really thought that. That wasn't in my mind at all. So you need to keep your mind open, number one. And number two, when you are feeling lost, you can't be down on yourself for it. This is a chance to grow. This is a chance to expand. This is a chance to discover what you really want in life. And your soul is always leading you. Your soul is always guiding you. That's why it's so important to take that time out for ourselves and get quiet. And even sometimes in meditation, a wonderful thing you can do is, sit in meditation, or just sit with your journal, sit in your alignment routine and ask your higher self, ask the universe, ask God, what is my path? Where am I going? What am I meant for? Ask these questions, open up your journal, put your pen to the paper, and then see what comes out. You'll be surprised sometimes, but you got to do it, right? We got to do these things. And berating ourselves and belittling ourselves for not really knowing exactly what we want that's going to drag you down more than not being specific. Okay? So I'm going to give you actual homework after the training today. But I am also going to be throwing different journal prompts and different lessons and stuff at you. So what I didn't say earlier while I was all caught up in the Facebook is to make sure you have a journal handy. And this will also, of course, be on the replay. I'm just going to pause here. Does anyone have any questions? Any at all? Check in on Facebook. Okay. Any questions? Instagram? No? Okay. Okay. You can ask and then I'll answer when we get there. Okay. So, next. Another reason that we don't manifest our desires, another reason why we fall off after the new year, is because we are not getting clear on what our desires really mean to us, right? So you need to get clear on these things. Take that time out. Also, this is a common theme throughout this whole entire training. You need to take time out for yourself. You need to take the time out to connect with yourself, connect with your soul, connect with these answers, ask these questions. You need to take that time, even if it's just a few minutes a day. Like I was saying earlier, the times where I fell off and I wasn't successful and I just felt like I was getting pushed so far behind, those are the times where I wasn't taking the time out for myself. I wasn't sitting with myself. I wasn't in my alignment routine. I wasn't doing what I needed to do to move myself closer to my desired reality. You need to ask yourself, what do your desires actually mean to you, right? And you need to get clear about that. That doesn't mean we need to be specific. Like I was saying earlier, it doesn't mean you need to know exactly what you want, but you need to ask yourself, if you want success, for example, what does that mean to you? What does success look like to you? Does success mean that you have an unlimited time to spend with the family every day? Does success mean that you could take a vacation whenever you want? Does success mean that you have X amount of dollars in the bank? What does success mean? What does abundance mean to you? What does financial freedom mean to you? Does that mean that you are making all of your payments on time? In fact, actually, they're paid off. I don't have any payments, no bills, right? Is that what financial freedom means to you? What does true love mean to you? So many of us are wanting so badly to manifest a partner, a soulmate, and a person to come on this journey with us, right? What does that mean to you? What does that person look like? What does true love mean to you? Does it mean that you are both equals? Does it mean that you lift one another up? What does it mean to you? You need to get clear on this, because so often we go about these things and we don't really tap into what they mean for us. We tap into what they might mean for everybody else, but not for us. And when you can do this for you, it's all about you. And you get down to what these things mean. What does money mean? What does more money mean? What does financial freedom mean? What does true love mean? What does freedom mean? Does freedom mean you can travel the world? You can do whatever you want? You can work from home? You can work from wherever you want? What does it mean to you? It's all about you. It's all about you. Get really clear on that. So in the homework, I'm going to go over that a little more. That's going to be part of your homework. Okay, now the next step, once you are deciding your intentions for the new year, once you are understanding what it is that you want to manifest in the new year, you need to supercharge your intentions by making it sacred. You need to set sacred space for yourself. You need to take time out for yourself. There's that theme again, right? It keeps popping up. You. Look at them, both spots. All of you. You need to take time out for yourself. So what does this do? When we take the time out for ourselves, what happens? We send a signal to the universe, I'm worth it. My intentions are worth it. My dreams are worth it. My goals are worth it. Me manifesting the reality that I want in 2023 is worth it. That's what that is doing. When you set aside, even if it's 5 minutes just for you, because so often we don't do that. So often we don't do that. That's something I still work on, because I was in such a bad cycle of people pleasing, right? If anyone is a people pleaser or a recovering people pleaser, let me know in the comments. I was always trying so hard to make everyone else happy. And what happens is I wasn't happy myself. So that's something I'm still healing, right? Yep. Kim, I see your little hand. I was trying to do the same thing. I can't make the little icon. People pleasers, right? I wanted everyone to like me so bad that I never truly did the work on myself. And once I started to do the work on myself, a lot was uncovered. Still doing the work, right? We're on a journey. Our journey is never over. We're always on this path. We're always on this journey. We're always growing, expanding, healing, manifesting. But this journey, especially when you're first getting into it, the number one thing you need to understand, it's about you. It's all about you. So to set a sacred intention, to set an intention in a sacred way is a beautiful, beautiful practice. And it's a practice that truly supercharges your intentions. You're making it known. This is what I want. You're making it known to the universe. This is what I want. This is what I want, and this is what I deserve. Okay? So how do we set intentions in a sacred way? You're going to make your sacred space. Now, this is going to lead into your homework. So I will go over the homework like right after this. In order to set your sacred intention, you want to make sure your space is beautiful, right? Okay, maybe you want to put a beautiful blanket down on the floor. Maybe you want to have nice pillows around you. There's a lot of like really cool meditation pillows you can get online. And, you know, just make it pretty, make it nice, make it yours. Maybe you want to work with crystals to set your intentions for the new year. There are so many different crystals that are beautiful for calling in certain intentions. Money, success, love, self-love, financial freedom, even like manifesting, right? There's crystals that you can use just for manifesting. Work with crystals, work with these tools. What they do is enhance your intention. They help you out. Also, in your sacred space, take things that mean something to you. Okay, maybe you'll have a piece of jewelry that really means something to you. Bring it into your sacred space. Especially after my beloved buddy dog passed away last year, I would bring his photo into my sacred space because it meant a lot to me, right? Make your space sacred by making it your own. Make it sacred on purpose, with intention. The intention of making, this is my space. This is my space, and now I'm going to sink into this journal work of writing out my intentions, declaring my intentions for the new year. Okay? So it's all about you. It's all about you. And, you know, another reason that our intentions might not work out the way we want them to every year is because we don't take them seriously. We want them. Of course we want them. We desire to have them, but we don't take them seriously enough, and we don't take ourselves seriously enough. You need to take yourself seriously enough. When you do, you send out a signal to the universe, I'm worth it, this is mine, right? What we are, how we be, the vibration, the energy that we hold, that's how we manifest. We don't manifest simply by thinking. We manifest by holding the energy of what we want. We manifest by becoming the version of ourselves that has what we want. We manifest by being. Okay, so when you show up for yourself in that beautiful way, you're being that version of yourself already. You're being the version of yourself that is saying, this is what I want. I am declaring it. I'm claiming it. Right? Claim. I love that word. Everyone on TikTok is using that word. Claim. I'm having a great time on TikTok, by the way. If you missed my story earlier, I'm taking a break from Instagram. I love you all and I appreciate you all, and I am here still in my stories, but I had to do it for me. And on TikTok, everyone claim. They always say the word claim because they're claiming it. You're claiming this reality for yourself. Not for everybody else, not for your parents, not for your spouse, not for society. You're claiming it for you. You. You're claiming it. It's already yours. It's already created in that other timeline, right? You're claiming it. So you're sending out that signal to the universe. This is mine. Now you're in that energy. Now you're going to manifest more of that energy. You're being the person who claims what they want. That person is a powerful person. That's a powerful version of you. You just stepped into that by claiming it. That's how we attract. We attract from that beautiful, powerful energy of knowing what we want, going after what we want, becoming the version of ourselves who has what we want. And it all starts with the intention. It all starts with the intention and setting the intention in a sacred way for yourself. Hello, everyone who just joins. I'm back and forth on Facebook and Instagram. I feel like I don't need to keep saying that, but I do because it's really throwing me off. Hello. Okay. So we're almost there. We're about to wrap it up. Your homework. That's where we're at. We are at your homework. Okay, so each day for the 5 days, I'm going to give you homework to do. It's not going to be anything crazy. In the past, I used to do a hefty workbook, and it was a lot, you know? The workbook's great, but this is something more simple because the way that I learn is through more simplicity. That's me. Sometimes when we have a lot thrown at us, we tend to not do it. Okay, so yes, there is a 2023 manifestation workbook. I don't want to confuse anybody. That's completely separate from the challenge. The workbook is just something that you can do on your own time. The homework for the challenge is what I'm going to tell you each day, and then I'll send it out to you in the email. All right, so today you're going to start calling in the reality that you truly desire this year by setting your intentions in a sacred way. I want you to create that space for yourself. Now, this doesn't mean you need to spend an hour doing it. I know a lot of times we don't take that time out for ourselves because we don't think that we have that time. Well, one thing I got to say about that is once you start taking the time out for yourself, even if it's just a couple of minutes today, a couple more minutes tomorrow, 5 minutes the next day, 10 minutes the day after that, what's going to happen is now you're creating a habit, you've created a routine, now you have become the version of yourself that makes time for themselves. You've manifested the version of yourself that makes time, and what you're going to see is that time kind of just opens up for you. Time is there for you. The universe is giving you more time somehow because you are making that time for yourself each day. I always say it's hard to get past the first few days, the first week, but if you make this a habit, even if it's just a few days, a few minutes a day, even if it's just a few minutes a day, if you make this a habit, it will become your reality. Set aside that time for yourself, just a few minutes. So your homework, you're going to make that sacred space, okay? Even if maybe it's your desk, maybe your desk is your sacred space. Decorate it, put a pretty candle. If you want to light a nice candle, bring crystals to your sacred space. Get a pen that you love, your notebook. And in that sacred space, in that time for yourself, you're going to set your intentions for the new year, okay? You want them to be intentions that are yours. Going back to what we were saying, not everyone else's intentions. What do you want to have? What do you intend? What is the reality that you truly want to create? Sometimes you might want to get silent. Ask your higher self, ask the universe for guidance. Okay, well, universe, I'm not exactly sure what I want, but bring me a little guidance, right? And you'll get it. I promise you will. If you know, for example, like what I was talking about before, I wanted to manifest my dream career years ago. I didn't know what it was. I had no idea, but I knew the feelings I wanted. So maybe you don't know exactly what you want, but you know that you want this year to be more peaceful, more fulfilling. You want a deeper connection to your soul. Maybe you know that this is your year to stop being a people pleaser, to show up for you. Maybe this is your year to find true love and truly love yourself first, right? Think about the feelings that you want. Think about what you desire in terms of your feelings, your emotions, and also, if you do know exactly what you want, that's good too, right? If you know, I want to make $100,000 in my business this year, write that down too. You're setting your sacred intentions. Another thing I wanted to say is, like, these exercises, do them in a way that aligns with you the most, okay? There is no right or wrong way to sit down and write your intentions for the new year. You can write out your specific intentions. You can list them out in a bullet point. You can write them in your scripting process. It doesn't matter how you do it. The point is that you do it, and you do it in your sacred space. And like I said before, lighting candles, it sets the mood, right? Sets the mood for you, okay? Candles are so powerful. We're going to talk about that a little later this week. Okay, so you're going to get clear on what your intentions really mean to you as well. So as you set your sacred intention in your sacred space, then you're going to write in your journal what these intentions really mean to you. Hello, everyone who just joined. We're on day 1 of Manifest the Shit out of 2023. We're almost done. I'm on both Facebook and Instagram. So right now I'm going over the homework, and the replay is going to be on Facebook, and I will also send it out in an email. So if you didn't sign up, just go to the link in my bio to sign up, and you'll get the replay. Okay, so set your sacred intention in your sacred space. And then what you're going to do is ask yourself, what do these intentions really mean to me? Okay, what does $100,000 really mean to me? Does it mean that I have a beautifully amazing business, a business that just keeps growing, exponentially growing, that I have clients that keep coming in every single day, that I attract my clients, right? I attract them. I don't have to go after them. They come to me, and they're perfect. And they're people who really want to heal and grow and expand with me, because we all do it together. What does it mean? What does success mean to you? Does success mean that you're making $100,000 a year or more? Does success mean $1 million in your business? What does financial freedom mean to you? Does that mean that you can finally pay off the car that you wanted to get rid of for so long? Does that mean that you can finally get a car that you love? Does that mean that you can finally move out on your own and get an apartment? What does financial freedom mean to you? So when you're going through your intentions, the next step in your journal, that really powerful tool, the journal, you're going to write what these intentions really mean to you. What does having happiness mean to you? Does that mean that you can wake up every morning and truly love your life and feel grateful for just seeing the sun shining through the windows? What does fulfillment mean to you? What does peacefulness mean to you? Whatever it is that you desire this year, whatever your intentions are, figure out what it means to you and paint that picture. Okay? And this is all going to be in the email that I'm going to send out too. So you're creating the blueprint. You're laying down the framework. It's fuzzy. I have those fuzzy scarves, and every year I say I'm not going to wear them anymore, and then I keep wearing them, and I go all over the place. So that's your homework. Set your sacred intentions in your sacred space. And then for your sacred intentions for the new year, what do you want in the new year? Okay, well, what does it mean to me? You want success in the new year? What does that mean to me? You want financial freedom in the new year? What does that mean to me? You want to move out? You want to travel more? Well, what does that mean? Does that mean you're traveling to certain places? Does that mean you're meeting amazing people, right? Get really, really detailed with it, as detailed as you possibly can. This is your dream reality that you're creating. Get to know it. Get to know it. And then later this week, you're going to get to know the version of you who's in that reality as well. Okay, but let's start out with the intention. Sacred intention. We're building up from here. Okay, this is the framework. This is the blueprint that you're setting right now. And before I sign off, are there any questions? Any questions on Facebook? Any questions on Instagram? I hope I wasn't on a horrible angle. I think I was on an angle the whole time. Any questions? No? Okay. All right. Go do your homework. You got this. Dream big. Dream gigantically big. You are so capable of it all. Dream big. You can be, do, and have absolutely anything you desire. All right, I'm gonna go send out the replay in just a few moments, and you'll have your homework. Let me know if there's any questions. You can always respond to the emails or DM me. I love you. See you soon.